Hey, hey, what's wait? Hold on. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name's welcome. Today is see, I'm all off now. Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. My name's Jeremy, and this is my first cup. It's not even a cup; it's a ball. I'm going on a trip today, so I have everything packed, and for some reason, my throat is all inflamed. I want to say good morning to Rebecca, Mark, Andy, Brian, Jenny, Dennis, and all the rest of you out there, whether you're watching live later or listening. And he says, "What is it? It's just electrolytes in water. It's nothing fancy." Yeah, how are you? How was Monday? Did you check out the episode of Martial Arts Radio that I forgot was Gad? Like Gad, who's often in the chat here. It was Gad's episode. It came out really good. I had a lot of fun talking to him, and I hope you have fun watching or listening that episode. So today's big plan. I'm off. I'm off today. This is it. It's the only work I'm doing today. And then I am going shortly after the show, all-day trip to go swimming in some cenotes, which are basically natural spring-fed pools in the ground, and going to the Koba archaeological site. It's apparently the only Mayan pyramid that they haven't told you people they can't climb it. So I'm going to go climb a pyramid. So I'm pumped about that. What did I do yesterday? Yesterday was kind of insane. Yesterday was a whole bunch of client calls. They all went really well. I have one new client now. I had another call with someone who they're going to become a client. So we're just bringing in, both of them are martial arts schools. So I'm really excited about that. You all know how much I love doing that work with those folks. Andy says that he's good, and I do. I want to hear what's going on with all of you. A little tired, been taking care of the miss. I hope she continues to recover well. Yesterday was just a really good day. Just a bunch of great stuff. Good calls with clients, and had a great meal. Went out and had a drink. Had a call with my coach that I was on fire for really well. Hello, Ray. Ray's in the chat. He says, "Hola, amigo. Hola, Ray. Hope you are well." My Spanish is getting better. It's not even remotely good. It's mildly passable in some situations. Like, I could ask for water. I couldn't ask for a bottle of water. I can get by, like the important stuff. I have no problem ordering food. That's what really matters. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what that is. But I don't know how long I'm going to be on the bus, so I'm trying not to drink too much water this morning. I did drink plenty of water yesterday, so I'm good. But, yeah, it's an all-day thing, and it was funny. The first place I stopped at, because there are a bunch of tourist spots all around, and this one I've noticed the folks standing outside working, and they seem to be really nice. And so I was like, "Hey, I want to go do this thing." And he's like, "All right, we got a tour. It's all day. There's food, and we're gonna take you here. We're gonna take you here. We're gonna take you here." And I was like, "All right, how much is this?" He's like, $60. I was like, "Wait, what? $60? Is it?" Okay. He said, "We require a $20 deposit." I was like, here you go. Write that down so you can't change your mind on me. Yep. Jenny's suggesting a saltwater gargle to clear my throat. I'll be fine. It's just, I don't feel bad. It's just, there's just some inflammation in there. For all I know, remember last week when I accidentally drank the water? It could be my body fighting that off. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not worried about it. So that's today. So I really want to know what's going on with you guys. I feel like I'm a little bit out of touch, not just not being in the States right now, but my whole routine is different. So I'm not talking to as many of you as I normally do. So let me know. Let me know what's going on. I felt like there was something else I really wanted to share with you. No, there really wasn't. There wasn't. Yesterday was just a good, productive day of work, and I'm really happy with the work that I'm doing. There's something really interesting about me being here and not being there. And I'm trying to spend some time contemplating what that means. And I don't think it's so much about being here. I think it's about not being there. I don't know if we talked about this, but remember when the pandemic hit and everybody was like, oh my God, I get to work from home. This is awesome. I said, hang tight. You may not feel that way in a little while. I like having a place to go. I like having that differentiation between this is work, this is not work. And I mean, I did it here. I don't even do it back home, but I did it here. I was trying to do it at home, but just the options aren't very good. And maybe that's more of a priority when I get home. Not for everything. I'm still going to record at home because it's quiet. There are still projects where kind of zoning in and having multiple monitors makes sense, but most of them it doesn't. I'm doing great work. The team's doing great work. And I'm happy about that. I'm proud of that. They're all quiet, and where is everybody this morning? We got low numbers this morning. What's happening? Silly people not coming by. If you want to see, I'm sure I will be posting pictures today. Of course, those do not go up on the Whistlekick feed. You got to follow me personally in the best place, Instagram @Jeremy Leziak. One thing that was interesting yesterday being Monday, it seems like there's a turnover of folks around town. I saw a whole new crop of people that I had not seen in the last almost week. And yeah, it's such a funny area because you've got mixed in, you've got the locals who are doing their thing, and got all the tourists. And you can spot the tourists. We're easy to see. I mean, for a lot of people, it's the height, not for me. Although I am taller than most of the locals, which is kind of fun. Good morning, Stacy. Stacy says she woke up late. Quite all right. Just glad you're here. Yeah. Too many snoozes. I understand that. I'm going to switch gears because I'm rambling. I don't have much to say. So instead of making you listen to me while I try to find stuff to say, we're going to switch gears. Thank you to Frank. Frank, always make sure we have something to talk about. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you to Josh for a theme song. And thank you to Denise. See, adding that new part in, I still have to think about it for the audio. Rebecca says that yesterday she visited her parents and got to spend the day with them. I'm doing this a lot lately, and they seem to enjoy the company and the help. I'm doing the same today. Later, I went to my Kung Fu and Kempo classes tonight. I go to Kali. I'm looking forward to it. That's awesome. Enjoy. I'm sure they do enjoy that time with you. All right. I think yes, I did. I set that up. It's right here. Another notable person for Black History Month, Chris Gardner. You can see his rags to riches story in the film The Pursuit of Happiness, starring Will Smith. And if you search for it, know that that's not how it's spelled. It's HAPPYNESS. Do something that you love. Whatever you're going to do is going to be tough enough. Find something that gets you so excited that the sun can't come up early enough in the morning because you want to go do your thing. And this is, it's amazing advice. It's sound advice. It doesn't necessarily mean that you love everything that you do, but it means the reason you're doing it is so powerful. I had a call with a martial arts school owner, and I'm going to be very undetailed because there's a chance he listens to this. and I don't want him to think that I'm putting his business out there. I'm not. But there were a couple details that came to light as we were talking. It really showcased his passion and how completely intent he is on building a successful school. And I asked him a question about something. And I said, well, about this? He's like, no. And he was embarrassed. I said, no. I'm glad that you don't also have this going on, because it shows that you're committed. And I can much more easily work with someone who is completely committed than someone who's got their feet in a few different spots. And Jenny says lots of stuff going on her end. Considerations for a, quote, a major training event that happens to be free. Lots of work on upcoming book releases. And of course, there's the toddler keeping me on my toes. And Stacy says The Pursuit of Happiness was an awesome movie. You know, we've been lied to. Just put it out there this way. We've been lied to about how much effort it takes to succeed, because we are constantly bombarded with these messages of what success is and how long it takes. And nobody wants to be around for the hustle, the grind, whatever you want to call it. They want to be there for the results. They just want the end. They don't want to learn how to make the food. They just want to eat the meal. But I think for us as martial artists, we're a little more aware of the effort. We appreciate the effort. It's not the belt around your waist, it's the effort it took to get there. It's the training, it's the sweat, it's the sometimes the blood, it's the practice, it's the struggle. That's what makes it worthwhile. And the more we're aware of that, the more we value it. And I'm thinking of someone that I've met recently, and I don't know this person well, and this isn't anyone in the martial arts world, but this is someone who I think has been convinced that they have to pretend to be something they're not. And it's kind of a bummer to watch. Because if this person owned who they were, they could move mountains. I have no doubt. Actually, now that I say it that way, there are multiple people in my life right now for whom I wish they would embrace who they are and where they're at. Next. Or rather, back to this. The world is your oyster. It's up to you to find the pearls. Yeah. Because those pearls are different for everybody. For some of us, the pearls in our training are particular skills. For some, it's the community. For some, it's rank. For some, it's achieving something you didn't think you could. There's so many possibilities. You got to do what works for you. And that is the same with life. One of the things that has started shifting my mindset a little bit. Hey, good morning, Francis. Francis is here. One of the things that shifted my mindset a little bit is I read something, I don't remember if we talked about it on here, if I caught it elsewhere, but the idea that so many of us spend so much time making money so we can get back time. That's kind of silly. I think over the last few years, a lot of us realized we were doing that, and we've made some changes, and I think that's awesome. And I hope we continue to do that. A lot of people have been surprised. I'm not considering my time down here a vacation. What's a vacation? A vacation is something you go and you do once in a while, and it separates you from your life. I want to be able to work from anywhere. Is that going to happen overnight? No. But I want to be able to travel around, maybe to warm places, or maybe to teach, or maybe to visit friends, and be able to continue my life And I've built a life that allows me to do that for the most part. And that's something I want to continue to work on. Francis says, for him, Pearl is self-awareness and connection with others. Totally. Those are great. Dennis bringing us our comedic break of the morning. The world is your oyster and life is a bowl of cherries, yet here I sit in the pits. Woo! Oh, I cannot woo right now. And our last one, we got one more here. The balance in your life is more important than the balance in your checking account. There you go. That's basically what I just said, isn't it? If you have everything you want, you don't need to spend money for anything else. It's one of the things I'm finding really interesting being down here. I put money aside. I'm spending very little of it. I'm finding myself enjoying simpler things, walking around, having a drink. Yesterday after work, I went up on the roof and sat and hung out. It was nice. Can't do it at home. I don't have that kind of a roof. It doesn't mean I can't just sit. We can all just sit. Maybe we don't have a week or a day. Maybe we don't even have an hour. Maybe we have 5 minutes. We all have time. We all have more time than we think we do. And we let it get away. We spend it on other things that aren't important so often. And so here's a challenge to you today. If you had to think about the most important things in your life, the things that matter more than anything else, whatever they are, could be your career, could be your family, could be your training. How much time is going into those things that are the most important versus the other things today? You've probably heard me say many times, time spent reflects our priorities. Rebecca mentioned earlier, she's been visiting her parents. I get the sense from the way she wrote that she realized her time and her priorities might not have been lined up the way she wanted them to be. So she made a change. It's awesome. Francis says, the older I get, the more I value balance in life. Work is satisfying because it can be self-growth, but I value more and more balance. Time to read, time to sit and enjoy my pets, time to connect. There are very few people who get to the end of their life and say, I wish I worked more. Spend the time on the things that matter. Climb a pyramid if you're me. Call a friend. I'm going to try and do that more lately, reconnecting with friends, people that have been in my life that really matter to me. Tell them they matter. So that's my challenge to you today. Just take a minute. Think about your priorities. Think about where your time goes. And if it warrants making a shift, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. It doesn't mean you quit your job. It can just mean, you know what? When I come home, I'm going to spend 5 minutes in the car letting go of work so I can become, mom or dad when I step in the house. It could mean that it could mean anything. If you want to take it a step further, make a list of the things that are most important to you. And then figure out roughly how much time you put into those each day or each week. And see if there's some time that needs to move from one to another. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. Actually, there's a wrong answer. The wrong answer is the one that you're lying to yourself about. Don't lie to yourself. It doesn't serve you. Kristen says, love this, Jeremy. Your focus on what matters is amazing and so needed. Well, thank you. it's a journey for me too. I've got so many tools in place that it's not always easy to do that, right? Realizing that I can make some changes, realizing that I don't have to work 80 hours a week to lead this team, realizing that there are other things worth spending my time on. Not entirely, but more balanced. So there we are. Those of you doing Kick Clinic, I hope it's going well. Those of you doing the 30-day challenge, I hope that is going well. If anybody has questions or feedback, I want to hear it. I appreciate you all. Thanks for coming by. I'm going to go in I got about 15 minutes, 20 minutes before I go walk down the street to get picked up to go do a pyramid. So that's kind of cool. I haven't done that. That's not true. I wouldn't call what I saw in Belize a pyramid. There may have been a pyramid there at one point. This is the place I'm going much bigger. Take care, Francis. Jenny says Kick Clinic is really fun. I'm enjoying it. Nice. Remember, if you want to support Whistlekick and all the things we're doing, they're the big three. You've got the Patreon, patreon.com/Whistlekick. You've got the code FIRSTCUP1 at whistlekick.com for anything like Kick Clinic. Or you could even say 15% off the 30-day challenge, which is free. So it would be 15% off free. I'm not going to give you money back, but you can give yourself money back if you choose. And of course, we've got the family page, whistlekick.com/family. I update it at least once a week with exclusive behind-the-scenes stuff for those of you who are, in fact, part of our family, which I would say is all of you. So go check it out. I hope you have a great day. I hope your day is as great as mine is going to be. I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Peace.